Welcome everyone. Today we are working on this Volvo Penta engine and we're going to be switching out the impeller. Now this is an old impeller I have here. I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to do this. So this is actually the impeller housing, which helps in making this video, and this is an old impeller. I change this every season when I'm doing the annual on this boat, and the impeller goes into this housing here and you can just shove it in like that. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I see people putting zip ties around these and worrying about the direction of the fins, and what happens is this rotation of this, which is connected to your engine's crankshaft, will fix the rotation of your impeller. So it's really irrelevant to spend the time to put the zip tie on and do all that nonsense in putting it in. When I take this guy and I put it in here, the impeller housing, you see the way the fins are going? If I rotate this that way, the fins stay that way, but if I flip it back the other way, did you see the impeller fins? They flipped. Flip, flip, flip. So it doesn't really matter what you do when you put this in here. All you gotta do is lube it up and pop it in there. So this is a new impeller kit. If I open it up for you guys, you can see I have the new impeller right here. They come with the seal that goes on the impeller housing. You can see it right here. And then we also usually get the lubricant, impeller lubricant. So what I do with this is I lube up my impeller real well, shove it in there, and then seal everything up. I'm gonna actually go into the engine bay and install this to show you guys, but that is the gist of it. This is not difficult. It's a lot easier than other maintenance on your boat. All right, so this impeller has a bracket here, you can see, and there's a couple 14mm bolts holding on. I just have to undo the other one and it will come off. It's already loose. Okay, so the bracket is off there. Now I'm gonna go undo this. Those are 8mm bolts. All right, the 4 bolts are off, so we can just wiggle this off now. And you'll see that your impeller is here in the housing, like so. All right, so this is the new impeller, new O-ring. This is the old impeller. You can see the fins are kind of bent. It's been sitting in there for a few months while the boat has been stored. This is the old O-ring. So this is the lubricant here. We're gonna put a bunch of it on and then just wipe it all over this guy and then clean off the engine after. All right, so we'll go ahead and pop this in here. All right, the impeller is in place. The new O-ring goes over this. And then we put this right on the crankshaft. Okay, so now I just tighten up these bolts in a crisscross pattern. So I'll do the top one here, come down and do the bottom one. Okay, so these are snugged up, top, bottom, right, left. Now I have to put that brace back in. The brace looks like this. After I do that, I'm gonna test start the engine. And depending on your boat, you'll either have to put muffs on the outdrive, or if you have a cap like this, you can hook up a hose to run your engine on land. All right, the brace is on and torqued to spec. So now we're gonna feed water into the engine and then do a test start and make sure that there's no leaks down there. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna check the oil level now and then I'll be done in here. The next step here is to launch the boat. I've done all the other maintenance on it, so I take it out to the lake or the river, I launch the boat, and with the impeller, I always, just out of habit, I like to check that it's circulating cold water. So I'll put 2 fingers on the impeller just to feel the temperature of the impeller, make sure that it's cold when the engine has come up to temperature, and that's just something I always do out of habit. And be aware that you can cut your fingers off, so be careful with that. That is all I have for you. Thanks for watching. Make sure that you enjoy your boat.